Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a match from the MavWar tournament right here, MavWar Hype Tournament 2016. We are having a game between the K9 Fighters and the DareDevils, and we are actually already in that game in progress. They started a little bit before we were prepared, but that's alright, that's fine. And my co-caster for this game tonight is the one only Dragon. How are you, sir?
Hello, Rails. I'm doing fine, thank you. And hello, everyone else. Glad to be here.
I am extremely excited for this matchup because I do believe it is going to be a very, very close game between these two teams. Again, we did join a game in progress, but the K9 Fighters are on Survivor and the DareDevils are on Special Infected right now. We can do a quick roster rundown in a second. We haven't quite gotten to this tank. We do have both worms for this game as well. And as I said, this is a match from the MavWar Hype Tournament. Let's see what team DareDevils can do on Special Infected right here. Nice Tri-Boom going out. Jockey coming in from the front, trying to win on L's, not going to though. Charter going in, getting nicely meleeed down, and that is going to be a 100 pounds on the coach for a couple seconds, and the tank is up in the hands of Quinn B. Let's do a quick roster rundown. For the K9 Fighters, we have Chosen, Rob the Tool, Meow Meow, and Pokemon, and who do we have for the DareDevils, Dragon?
For DareDevils, we have Quinn B, XOXO, Pixie, and Chi.
With this tank in the hands of Quinn B here on Hard Drain, how about we take it over quickly to a Special Infected Worm and see how they play that tank?
Let's do that.
Can hit. Get that boom for me.
I'm gonna try to get him. No.
Just be careful with that thing.
Oh,
They
my
might
car is
see
so
you.
close.
Reloading.
Keep going.
I'm reloading.
They gotta back all the way up.
Reloading.
Chosen's kind of wanting to
Don't
chip.
lose sight. Yeah, you can go on the fence. You know what? You probably have to commit, so just wait until what we have. Go ahead and go in. We'll support you. Don't help her too early. Just try and land that boom whenever you can. I'll make some noise.
Nice.
Nice. Let's help her. Help her now. Try and get out if you can, Queen Bee.
She's down already.
Over here and help me.
That's alright. There's one. Yeah, just run away.
Go on
Take
the roof.
Yeah, go on the roof. There's nobody on the roof. Just take the roof. There's one on the roof. Let's go, help her.
Hey y'all, I need some help.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that team DareDevils Worm right there. We had that tank in the hands of Quinn B, getting an in-cap right there, and their survivors are still a little bit split right now. They do manage to pop that boomer, and the SI attack is going to come in on top of that with that Jockey Gang M2 and that Smoker shutdown. This is game 4 of the MavWar Hype Tournament, and the first game, the last game I should say, in the first round. Dragon, what do you think of that exchange right there?
Well, I think Quinn was taking quite a bit of damage actually on the entry, and she seemed a little uncertain about where she wanted to go before eventually homing in on Coach. There was initially some very good separation by the hands of the SI on the survivors, but I think Quinn just lost a little bit too much health too fast, and she had to go and seek cover. Didn't really have many options there from her positioning.
Yeah, and I mean, building off of that too, the survivors did a pretty good job of railing that tank when she came in with their Uzis. This is Pro Mod 5.0 as far as I know. That charge is going to go down right now, not going to manage to land anything. Hunter gets quickly cleared, and again, that first hit, that was pretty bad onto the K9 Fighters. They have recovered from that partial tank shutdown, and now also their ability to clear these past couple hits very well.
Yeah, the K9 fighters have actually started off really solidly, Rails. They've actually dealt with the tank already with only one in-cap. They're still holding on to solid bonus, and already past the halfway point of the map, actually, and there's no telling what the performance of these teams are going to be like later on in the other maps, where they're slightly more enduring, a little bit more difficult to reach the save from. So, to come off from the first map with a score like the one they're holding on to now is a fantastic, really brilliant start for them, if they can hold on to it, of course.
Right, I mean, let's see if these past couple, attacks are an indicator for how the next hits are going to go, because they got shut down pretty heavily. There is a little bit of an advantageous position for the Special Infected right now, depending on the map. Nice pull going out, triggering the alarm car. As I mentioned, that the 2-cap does go in. Spitter is going to go get a couple of scratches on that as well. Triple boom, as you mentioned. That's a great reversal, and exactly what I said. Those past 2 hits were shut down well, but that one landed perfectly.
Yeah, and in an odd area, they were actually nowhere near the house. They were just before it, so they didn't exactly sort of go down any like very narrow, deadly choke point thing. They're still fairly out in the open when that hit landed, and now there is a witch up ahead. What are they going to do with this? Coach has the shotgun. He is going to make the run up and get the easy crown. Ooh, meow meow. I hesitated a little bit, but landed the crown.
Yeah, that was really close. Hunter spawning up in the corner over there, getting the pounce on the Rochelle. They did not shoot the other alarm car, so good on them. Charter coming in and going for a alarm charge. Now they do shoot the alarm car. The Charter does go down. That's 2 alarm cars triggered right here, and that is going to be a Boomer waddling into the back. But Dragon, thankfully for them, they're all fast and they can outrun part of this horde.
Indeed, yeah, I think she tried to get a last-second Boomer there, not really minding so much where it came from, but she has got the diesel back and gets a rocket onto Coach. This was a proxy, but they're already in the safe room. There's really nothing that XOXO Hunter can do about that. And they do make it with 332 bonus overall. So they preserve most of that bonus they had off the tank really well. And there's a result right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I would say, especially on Hard Rain Map 1. We've seen a little bit higher, but that's a solid bonus right there. You can be happy with that, especially with that tank. And now, if Team K9 Fighters can replicate their success on the Special Infected now, that would be really, really good for them, putting DareDevils back a little bit. We're going to have some fast raids up here, which I'm also really happy to see. You know, whenever we can get the games moving as fast as they can. Sometimes they go a little bit too fast, though, but most of the time they're pretty good.
Yeah, if anything, a little bit fast is much more preferable to just let the pause all the time.
Exactly, and we will have a chance to share both the team stories. This is a heroes game, I would also like to mention, between these two teams, and it's been a great tournament so far, as I can say from, I think I casted 2 out of the 3 games that have been played so far, and like I said, it's been very, very close. We've seen some insane sacrifices, some great MVPs coming out, and I expect the same out of this game right here in front of us. So, DareDevils on the Survivor side now, and we do have K9 Fighters on the Special Infected, Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, Jockey, so nice 2-2 coming out from the K9 Fighters first here, at least for the area. Usually it's not that good, but hey, the Survivors only have 2 guns.
Yeah, but thankfully they don't have a charger to worry about just yet, but this boom does land a double though. They have a jockey coming from behind, who's looking for Nick, but actually landing on Coach instead. The Hunter got desktop gets shot off the roof. Ellis could not complete the kill with a melee, and this Hunter's just going for scratches. Excellent, there's a 180 melee swing on the Hunter's head and gets the kill. And they actually emerged from that attack relatively unsaved, although, however, K9 Fighters did get about 24 or so damage on that, and a little bit of spread between all 4 survivors.
Honestly, for a 2-2 there, it's not that bad. They could have had some kind of chain going into maybe like a pounce pit, but they got what they could in that area. Now, this is the area where the K9 Fighters took a pretty big hit on the Survivor side. Let's see if they can replicate that on the Special Infected, as I mentioned before. Charter spying up on the house to the left, Spitter, Boomer, and a Jockey for the rest. DareDevils baiting it out just a little bit here. Boomer wants to get a spawn. Manages again, actually gets a nice double boom. And there is a Survivor in the back who does take out that Jockey on her own. Charter gets a nice double charge with a spit landing on it. That's going to be a massive amount of damage on the Pixie. Bad hits for both Survivor teams on both half rounds there, Dragon.
Incredible, yeah. Except this time it's a full in-cap pretty early for DareDevils. Really, Pixie now has to like step up to the plate and be the tampon for DareDevils. Otherwise, they're going to risk giving them away a hell of an advantage here.
Yeah, and this is the problem. This is all free tank damage, and they do have one Survivor split to the left. Looks as though they want to push forward. Hunter in the back, tank up for K9 Fighters in the hands of Meow Meow. This could be really dangerous. Tank is committing right now. Hunter gets to land in the front. Car gonna land on a Rochelle. That's gonna be a lot of damage. The tank is for some reason trying to move out. If I was the tank, I'm moving in there right now, and indeed that's exactly what the tank's gonna do. Getting that kill, grinding Chi down. Dragon, big mistake by the Survivors.
I don't exactly know where Chi was when the cars started coming in, because the Jockey had already grabbed Nick and got cleared, so I don't think it was a separation outside of got her there. I think she just ran there out in the open, and then, was it the Hunter who landed?
Yeah, the Hunter.
Yeah, that just allowed Meow Meow to go in and get the in-cap, so I wonder if that's a little bit of mispositioning on Chi's part. She really should have tried to position herself behind the telegraph post, make sure she had ample cover from the hittable. The Smoker is coming up now, trying to pull EXO. Charger missing completely though, getting railed down, although they survived a little bit there, but they did chip him down to death. And the Jockey's causing mayhem, doing his little laughs, but he's going out the back and getting a despawn.
I don't know if I agree with the run call here quite yet because that tank is as low as it is. I don't know if the survivors know that or not, but they're going to put themselves in a pretty bad position right here. Tank is going to follow. That car is pretty much out of play though, so the tank now is kind of trailing a little bit as the survivors are putting a lot of pressure on to the infected to hit. And the infected are going to hit. Smoker Pole going out to the left. Boomer on the alarm car right there. Obviously the boom didn't land, but now the tank does have another hittable to play with as the survivors keep rushing.
Oh, this is...
Working in. Oh, I don't know about this dragon.
I don't know either. It's risky, but they're having to do it. And Exo is trapped at the back. Pops the boomer. The jockey's going to try and go after Exo, but the other two are just bailing it for the safe room. And next big call, that's Quinn B. She's probably going to get in-capped. Although she gets punted forward pretty far. Gets the pills. Dodges the car. She's having to go around the outside through the green. There's a hunter waiting. Oh, Pixie manages to close the door in the hunter's face.
Exo's still up, by the way, coming in from the back. And this tank has let them get a lot more distance than they ever should have gotten, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
this is ridiculous. Exo has got the hunter facing her now. She's actually pretty decent with a shotgun. She might get this. She does. She gets the ski.
This is insane. Why is this fight happening here? I haven't seen this in forever.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
And we do have that charger on the side right there. Managing to land on a Nick, but that is going to get pretty quickly cleared. Never mind, not really. It got 2 slams. I thought it was going to get cleared before that. Tank working its way in, and might see some slowdown here. We see the in-cap, but the survivors are outside. Tank turning around, and is actually going to get killed.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow. Well, that should have been a wipe in my opinion, but it's not going to be, obviously. Hunter and Jockey coming from the front. The survivors pick themselves back up. I think the key mistake, right? Melee ski onto that Hunter too from Pixie. Again, this should not have happened, but it did. Good on the Daredevils, I guess, for reversing their fortunes right here. And we do have that spit for a delay, but that's going to be the Daredevils making the save room. I thought that was going to be a much larger delta. Actually, the error committed by Chi, but they're going to make it.
What damage mitigation by Daredevils. They looked as though they were going to eat the light at almost every point that tank was up for. But for whatever reason, Meow Meow didn't really, position herself as a solid sentry for any part of that tank play. I mean, she capitalized on Chi getting capped by the Hunter with the car. That was brilliant. But she kind of let the survivors just slip by where she took a very defensive passive position on top of the roof, tried playing with one of the cars at the back, and then actually did split one of them, but then they just left XOXO on her own, and she still managed to solo shut down a couple of SI. And with survivors all over the place individually, it's like, well, who was Meow Meow supposed to focus on? It's just confusion all over.
Yeah, unfortunate situation for the special infected to be placed in. And now I think it would be a good time to honor the Daredevils after their interesting tank fight right there. And also, we do have a 100-point penalty going out onto the Daredevils being enforced by the Owl and the tournament administrators. So that's what that was. They were aware of it. There was a conduct thing they broke. Very small ball situation right there. Not a very large score differential. So that is going to be enforced here. And I think I am going to... You know what? No. I was going to read Daredevil's story, but instead I'm just going to ready up and we can do it on the next half. It'll happen at some point during the cast. I have confidence. 23% tank here, Dragon, and we're going to see the K9 fighters on Survivor first.
Indeed, for the first hit, we have a Hunter that's already pre-spawned up going onto the roof with a Boomer Charger and I believe there's a Smoker, is that the fourth one? Yeah, there's a Smoker. So it looks as though their best bet really to try and attack outside. They don't have a Spitter here, and unless you have a Spitter, you probably wouldn't expect to do much damage with separation inside unless you get a well-coordinated hit. But for that, they're better off probably waiting until the survivors come outside, and it looks as though they are just their hopes on that time, and here comes the boom, rocketing at the front, getting 2 with Smoker pulling Rochelle, Charger taking Rochelle, and that 24 damage pounds by Pixie onto, who was that, onto Pokemon.
Yeah, that's a good amount of damage coming on that hit, almost a 3-cap as well. That Charger did not, I don't know, they went in a little bit staggered, but it paid off due to the fact that Smoker pull and that 24 damage pounds came out at the same time. I felt as though, for the survivors there, they knew that was coming. They had a lot of time to deal with it, but when they flushed to the side, nobody popped the Boomer, and that was the real issue. But, again, they do have this early tank to contend with as well. It's going to be a Boomer, Smoker, Spitter, and a Charger for the next hit from Team Daredevils. But the tank is up into the hands of XOXO. We have a Smoker getting a pull in the front for separation. Charger is going to turn around and take that. That's going to be an insane amount. It actually got cleared, apparently.
Very
That's going to
quickly.
be a free in cap almost on the Chosen. Lots of common in this area. We're
This
going to keep it here.
common,
Yeah, Spitter went behind too. They're trying to work into the corner over here, but that survivor is absolutely cornered. And the other survivors have to come out to try to kill that tank. Getting a lot of damage on the tank's back now, but that tank still trying to work that end cap on the Pokemon. Turning back around now, the tank is a little bit cornered. Going to be able to climb out, Dragon. Another weird tank fight.
Oh my god, the reversal's going on, Rails. This is unbelievable. I mean, they got fantastic separation with the smoke charge combo. And we're getting another hit in, but the charger missed and one boom landed. It's giving Exo's tank some breathing space, but she's not really in a position to commit anymore. She kind of has to be defensive and just hurl in the rocks when she can and hope for support to do the rest. But whilst that's going on, she's got infinite LOS there with the cornered survivor who's in-capped in the ground there. But what really happened though was that after the separation, there was commons trickling in. Boom's going on the in-cap guy, by the way. They're hoping to get that kill pretty quickly and secure it. There is a jockey going on the coach, as well as a smoker falling off with the tongue. And Pokemon, I think, is going to die, Rail.
Ooh, they're going to push it. They're going to really push the issue right here to try to save Pokemon, I think. I mean, either that or just going to stand here in this area and try to kill Tank. I think they're going to play it where they need to make decisions. Right now, they're giving the Tank sight as well. The Tank's still on first pass. They're going to leave
die.
Yeah, they have to. That was the one spot that you really cannot get cornered on that map because of this inability to get any kind of entranceway to that pickup. That's not involving the wall and the generator. The tank is right above. Like, that's a really, really unfortunate spot.
Indeed, yeah. But having said that, though, the SI didn't do enough either, and that's why the tank suddenly got reversed and was suddenly losing a lot of health.
Oh, what a rock!
Wow.
That rock over the top. Yeah, that was a beautiful curve rock. Another one coming down. Almost gonna land. Exo doing work on this tank so far. Still with 1200 HP, and as you mentioned, that did turn the tide a little bit, but now the tank's doing it again. It's back and forth and back and forth. And the survivors, are they going to be forced to fall back to the safe room? I think they probably should, because they know the tank is probably that low. Another nice rock seed going out right there. But now we are going to see a pull in front. A little bit of staggered play right here, and the tank is now crouching behind this truck.
She predicted Coach would go in through the window before the rock would get there, but there is a triple boom landing, but has she really got the health, though? She's going to get chipped pretty hard. She's only got 1.1k health. She's going to die.
Yeah, that tank's not going to...
Oh, that's a punch! Somehow landing a punch.
Not awful, not awful. Jockey lands as well after that charge. So much damage going out onto the K9 fighters. Again, that first up lead doesn't seem to be too safe at this point, and no pills left, one survivor bleeding, two survivors permanent HP. This is not good for the K9 fighters.
Absolutely not. This is not what they wanted at all. It's not what any team wants. On a map where hard rain 2, it's very possible for one tank to do well, and then for the survivors on the next round to capitalize and gain quite an incredible advantage if they pull it off. And a double charge landing inside with a spit as well, and a boom. Except the boom pushed Nick out of the spit. Unfortunately, the coach just gets fisted down to the ground. There's still a smoke away, but does get destroyed.
They found a set of pills out of that somehow, though. So
they
for this
did.
Exchange, yeah. I don't know though. That's not what you want to see in that area. That initial pull charge out was really what set up, but Nick wasn't the one who eventually ended up getting screwed. It was Ellis was the one who got punched into that corner. So if you're the K9 fighters now, you're going to try to hobble forward and get as much distance maybe as you possibly can, but the possibility of a 3-cap is right around the corner. They have a Jockey, Hunter, Boomer, and a Charger for the Daredevils on this next hit. If they can get any kind of that separation again, that would be huge. Boomer going in, managing to land a double boom in the back. Survivor's going to be working their way back. Now Charger going in, managing to land the charge. Jockey is not going to be able to win though. Hunter goes in, manages to 13 TP. Such a weird game so far, Dragon.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's very topsy-turvy from both teams, actually. Because though the K9 Fires were going, all the momentum coming in from map 1, but whatever it is, Daredevils are bringing it back, at least on their SI performance. I can't wait to see what they actually do on the survivors and see if they can turn it around yet again.
Yeah, because I mean, this tank typically doesn't get a whole lot of damage in that area unless a big play like that happens. Spit going down in front as well, getting a good amount of damage, and that's going to be a separation pull in the back, getting another in-cap on a Meow Meow. Charger going in for the punches, managing to land. Jockey's going to get M2, not going to be able to get the scratch down. Get the scratch down. This could actually be the wipe. Jockey wins, and that's it. Wow. That is really, really unfortunate for the K9 Fighters. As you mentioned, I think the crucial misplay there was letting that pull charge happen originally, but that entire round, they seem to just be blown back by Team Daredevil Special Infected.
I gotta say, Pixie's jockey knows a good bargain when she sees one. Gets 2 rights for the price of 1. She did really well there.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes. So, again, these teams are going really fast. It's been a fast-paced game so far. I love it. But at some point here, like, I want to see one team try to just, like, get a almost complete shutdown on some tank and make them save him with a big bonus. Like, I'm looking for that to happen at some point in this game, but again, it's also going to be equally as entertaining if it's just a complete dogfight and not a white fest, but just great SI play coming out as well. Both teams have the potential to do either, I feel, in this situation. So far, it's been an odd game, and I don't think it's going to stop with that here.
Oh no, it's hard rain. This is an odd game already, and it's hard rain as well. It brings much more to look forward to, as we all know.
Staring at Swamp Fever for so long when I loaded into the game, I was like, wait a minute, this isn't Swamp Fever. Alright, perfect. Any other map. Literally any other map. But it's going to be a Charger, a Smoker, a Boomer, and a Hunter for this first hit from the K9 Fighters. And we're seeing the Daredevils baited out pretty well here, because again, their Survivor last chapter did leave something to be desired in terms of that kill that went out on the tank.
Yeah, well, again, the SI waiting until they get outside with this hit. Hunter land on missing a DP. Charger does land onto Rochelle. It does get cleared very quickly by Ella, so Hunter's still landing. It's a double cap landing. So it was ultimately a 2.5 cap. But that proxy thing makes it a quad. Makes it a half back.
That's impressive. I mean, just from that first hit. Again, if that quad boom had gone out first, that would have been better, but there's a lot of chip damage going out from those common. Already almost 50 damage, over 50 damage as a matter of fact, on the board pre-tank. And this time, the tank is going to be up for Team K9 Fighters into the hands of Pokemon. How about we shoot over to a Team K9 Fighters Worm for the first time this game?
Absolutely.
There's one.
Wanna get the pole?
Nope.
Oh my god.
It's like, hold it.
Yeah. You wanna hit poke?
Yeah.
You ready now?
Yeah.
Get a pole. Go for a pole. Let's go.
Nice.
Nice boom. If only that was earlier.
That's a good boom. They can't push me.
Yeah. You got rock?
Nope. Hitbox 1.
Nice one.
One's ghosting to the far left. I don't know, there he is.
Call it.
Save the smoker and the other two can go.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Going in. Close.
That's where I am. Coach is where I am right now.
Try to boom.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Go. Good try.
You want me to go or hold?
Wait for him, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, go. They're low.
Can you hitbox Axel?
She is second.
When two are like together.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna commit
poke?
the next time this way.
Okay.
We don't go until I call.
Yeah, sounds good. Wait.
Go.
Got one. Cover that. No!
Nice boom. You got stumble or what?
Fucking boomer.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That there was a Pokemon tank full of K9 fighters. Trying to play Rock Tank, what did land 1 or 2 rocks in the beginning, but she really struggled to maintain LOS and eventually went to second pass. Had to commit with a decent hit. They were landing many booms on the survivors though, and got a few punches, but no win caps as of yet. So a very well performed by the Daredevils survivor. The Charger does land on Rochelle, and in the cabin, and she is going to take some spit damage. And that's Quinn B going to be running slow.
That does help the K9 Fighters' case right there. That tank, as you mentioned, started off trying to play rock, and then on the commit, a little bit of a problem with how much chip the tank took, and then also the slowdown not giving the tank an opportunity to get into a corner. They did land a boom relatively later, but that initial like 3.5k HP getting shot off by those users before the tank was close to anyone definitely went in the Survivor's favor, and they are going to be making their way through the map here. But Jockey, a Hunter, and a Smoker coming in right now for Team K9 Fighters. Hunter managing to land, Smoker gets a pull in the front as well. Jockey unable to intercept, however. Actually deciding to run away now, maybe for the witch play.
Oh, and that boomer dropped down, but couldn't arc the vomit over the mechanical thing. And poor boomer's just stuck in the corner there, like not knowing what to do. Rob's tools like trying to jump, trying to like say, hey, come here, I've got something to show you, but nah, he's just gonna get blown up.
Let's see, the witch is getting aggroed right now as well. Looks as though one of the survivors with the shotgun is going to be Ellis in the corner over there, going for it, working on that crown, missing the crown! Oh, this is not good. That Hunter in the back as well. That witch does get killed by the pistols. Very lucky that witch didn't have any more health, but that's another in-cap going out onto the survivors right here. Jockey working its way in from the back. We have a charger in the spawn queue as well. Maybe going to be able to catch for a shell right there if it could spawn, but unfortunately it can't yet. Now finds its way in, trying to land, not going to find anything though, but Dragon, that witch, getting that in-cap plus that Hunter split was a good amount of damage from K9 Fighters.
Yeah, I think what actually happened there was that Pixie was thrown off a little bit by the slight backstep that witch took just before. I think she was expecting crown at a certain time, and the witch just said, no, fuck that. I'm dancing to my own shit. You do what you like, but I'm going to get you down anyway.
Poor Boomer. Boomer got caught in the door trying to rocket through, I'm pretty sure. Jockey, Hunter, and a Smoker. I mean, this is going to be almost tied, depending if they wipe at the event or right after. But they have the stair hit here, they have the field, they should be able to mitigate that, the amount of health points that the survivors have on the special infected side of things. Like, it should not be, I really don't see them making mistakes from just based off what they have right here.
I think it's a little bit too close for them to reach the safe from maybe, but at the very least, they've still got the health to at least mitigate the deficit they've got now. But there's a jockey landing on the Nick, and they didn't even hear it, to be honest.
Silent special infected. Smoker getting picked. Jockey is still working its way down there, but I have a feeling it might have a recharge soon as well, and the survivors are taking their sweet-ass time getting this pickup.
There's Jockey's looking to come up. Game counts. It gets a pickup, but then the Jockey does get emptied and then drops Ellis down at the bottom for a bit of full damage.
Yeah, a little bit fall down. Not the in-cap, though. And they do have a charger now in the hands of Rob the Tool for the K9 Fighters. They could make a pretty big play off this. Smoker's going to spawn up on the right-hand side, trying to get some kind of ledge pull. Not going to work, obviously. Now trying to pull Coach is going to get shut down. A little bit of a staggered hit coming out from the K9 Fighters right there. Unfortunately for them, that's going to give the holdout bonus, at least the start of it, to the Daredevils as this keeps ticking up because this is pro mod. But at the same point in time, they have a good chance of killing them. Maybe not in this spot, but at least when they get out of the bottom of the elevator.
Yeah, I mean, I think that will happen in the King. I'd be surprised actually if it even happens before they get inside the elevator. But here comes the next thing. We do have a Jockey leading the assault with a charger following up in tow. If the charger got destroyed before even committing the charge, and the Jockey getting instantly cleared off a Pixie, I don't think anything really happened at all.
I think it's Mumble. Is it Mumble? Yeah, it's Mumble. Oh, it's just Dragon for you? Well, that's not good. If it's for me, if I'm still relatively clear, then I can still talk about this. It seems like we had a little bit of technical difficulties here. Spitter going down right there onto the elevator. Smoker trying to get a pull in the back. Boomer trying to rocket its way up the ladder at the same time. We do have a friendly fire in-cap going out right there. Boomer does get popped as it climbs up. And Charter has decided not to go yet with that Spitter either. So let's see if they can stay there or not. Dragon, you good? Hello?
I am back.
There we go. Okay, Dragon's in good shape now.
I don't know what the hell happened there, but it did look a bit jerky to me, though. The server was lagging out a bit. I think it's just my connection, though.
Might have been. I mean, the thing is, on that last cast I was on, it started doing that near the end, I think, for a couple things. But I think we're okay right now. Everything's back in shape. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, Spitter for this next hit right here. And there is still a pretty good amount of bonus on these survivors. They need to get a pretty good hit right now from the Canine Fighters to stop that. Let's see if they can actually do it. Hunter going in for a DP, not going to land. M2 shutdown. Spit goes down as well, and I made a prediction, Dragon, which was unfortunately for... Actually, that's going to be a death going on to Pixie. I thought they were going to get wiped around right here, but instead it's just a death.
Over here. Reloading.
There's one death, but they are traveling along pretty slowly through the cane field, so they may well get another hit to face. But there was a jockey landing Rochelle. She almost did go down to Quinn B, but as long as she doesn't get struck one too many times by commons, might just be able to make it out to the other side. But there is a spitter up, there is another smoker up, there is a hunter up. Rob's still less than 10 seconds away from getting his spawns.
There's your in cap as well onto Rochelle. They spit down on top of that. The Hunter's going to move to the right-hand side. Smoker in the spawn queue as well, as we mentioned. So it should be a 3-cap coming in right now, trying to delay this, or at least get something close to the wipe. Hunter probably the in-cap guy, though. That's not good. So that might reduce their chance a little bit. Spitter going for the scratch there. Not managing to get it, actually. I thought that was going to be a scratch down. That sucks for the infected. Now, again, they actually might be able to make it off this.
That would be impressive, actually. Considering that they looked like they were going to get wiped in the game field, they somehow only suffer one death. They're one attack away from reaching the safe room. There is a jockey and smoker both stalking the hell out of them. The Charger winning up front. Charger is... I'm not sure what the Charger's doing. He's still back in now. Does land on Nick for charge. A jockey gets sliced down with a machete. The smoker play... But Nick gets himself clear. Great play by Chi there.
That's going to be safe for him. That's going to give them an almost 200-point lead, as a matter of fact. We didn't think they were going to make it after because of the, after the event, because of the help they had at the event, but they do manage to make it. 673 points for that chapter, 1,061 to 867 going into map 3, so a surprising turnaround there, I would say.
Indeed, yeah. All this despite the 100-point penalty that they got. And if that hadn't been for that, then they would have been almost 300 points ahead now.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that penalty was enforced for some, moving to a mumble channel that they probably shouldn't have been when a match was in occurrence. So it's a small thing, 100 points warrants it, and this is going to be a very late tangle on this map. But I'm not going to hurry up until I read one of the stories, at least. So we're going to read the Daredevil story right now. Bear with me as I find wherever it is that I actually put that. I think it's relatively easy of access right here. Let's see. Okay, for the Daredevils, and that is going to be a all-female team. The Daredevils, DD, a group of women who dared to venture into the erotica of their inner primal nature, unafraid of their sexuality or any team that stands before them in absolute victory. Rivaled by the very opposite of everything they fight and stand for, the Overlords, they formed the Daredevil Society to combat the evil predators that comprise the Overlord faction, forced to enter the MavWar Hype tournament, to dismantle them and restore balance to their demisexual faith being their primary ambition. Chi, a ratchet Asian gal who just likes to destroy everything. XOXO, the hacker with her ridiculous aimbot shut down everything. Pixie, aggressive and crazy with her tank wipes. Quinn B, our little cute sister who has always held the bonus and supports the team with her great SI attacks and teamworks. Along our side, we also have two female players that will always be ready to back up our back. Vice, a Korean gangster with an Asian B-room in her hands. Broom, actually. Not I said B-room instead of broom. Okay. Ready to smash whatever infected have come to her. And last but not least, we have our cutie Geary, who would be ready to kill everything that comes at her. Together, we will run over and destroy whoever is in our way, so prepare yourself.
You see, now I know who's been writing all the porn for Left 4 Dead. The Daredevil.
It is. And apparently one of the players does have to leave soon, that's why we're seeing these fast ready-ups. I will attempt to integrate my telling of the story then into the live round somehow. We'll see exactly how that goes. But it was made clear to me that there are many things to be learned from reading these backstories. And again, the tie-in between the Overlords and the Daredevils coming into play right here.
We have the boomer landing, they're arcing onto LS, and we have a smoker running in. And they're looking for the smoke charge into the field. They're going to get it. There is Rochelle going into the king field. With one boomer, there is a jockey that got shut down at the back, but that charge is landing quite a few pounds. And another just before getting clear.
Yes, Jacob is correct. I am so used to saying V-room that I said B-room. That is actually why that happened. That's how I know I've been in this community way too long. Nice first hit coming out right there from the Canine Fighters, getting that charge. 70 damage off that, as a matter of fact. So Quinn B is going to be running pretty slow right here for a second. Quad boom going out. Nice double cap landing as well. but then that's going to be the survivors clearing that pretty fast. Jockey's still in the spunk as well, deciding to go in right now, as a matter of fact, jumping in, not going to land on to Ellis, and that's going to be them making the elevator, but not before already one survivor's bleeding.
I do not understand what Daredevils are doing there. I mean, I'm not just talking about the pop boom, but it seemed like Chi was running backwards slightly along the pipe, and that's just given K9 fighters more time to get a hit, out of which they've got a charge for the death charge spot.
It's going to go down for the delay in front. They have that charger already proofed on there.
The elevator floor is invisible for me. I cannot see the invisible. Oh my, I'm taking a screenshot.
Do it, take a screenshot. That's pretty cool to see. The jockey's gonna go in first, I think, to try to get that smoker. The jockey gets annihilated. Oh, the charge goes down, that's gonna be the death charge! Oh my god. So Pixie dies, Dragon. Why do when we cast this map together, someone always gets killed?
Because it's hard rain and it's us with Jinx and what more can we say?
Do you remember the Watch Left 4 Dead finals? Because that's what happened in the Watch Left 4 Dead finals. It was the same thing. But,
yeah, I remember
wow.
that.
Okay, so they skied the jockey, then the smoker got the pull, but they couldn't clear the tongue in time, and the charger capitalized. So now that's one survivor dead. The Daredevils are going to be forced to push through this map even more. Boomer Hunter Charger Spitter right here. So, again, the potential for a lot of damage, and the tank isn't until 82%.
Oh yeah, this is actually, again, it's reversing. The charger almost landed there, but the Hunter getting cleared. Boomer stalking Ellis, gonna get M2'd away and popped. But yeah, I mean, this is like map 1 all over again for the Daredevils. They've won down already. Now they're probably just going to have to do their best to rush past the tank and build up that lead as much as they can.
Yeah, and the tank's going to play goalkeeper. I absolutely hate that when I get a tank where the survivors are rushing me. Just like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, they're not going to fight it, but they're going to go for the points. The same thing happened in map 1, where unfortunately they got past Meow Meow's tank, and the K9 fighters had to somehow try to clamp down. Then when they tried to clamp down, they actually killed the tank. So maybe that could happen again here. Not very likely with no water slowdown rather. And we do have that smoker trying to go for pull in the back. Jockey coming in from the front. Hunter coming in from the front as well. Everything getting shut down. The tank is in the hands of Rob's the Tool. And like I said, his entire job right now is just to play goalkeeper. But I think he's a little out of position right now.
He is.
The survivors are gonna
majorly out of position, and like the survivors should be capitalizing on it right now, except they're not.
That was really close. Like they should have just kept blitzing there. That rock did land, and they could have had that.
That was perfect timing right there for Daredevils. That was a great opportunity for them in the waiting, and they just didn't get their arms out straight and take it. And that's almost like agonizing the scene. They could have had a real opportunity to stretch the lead even further. They have Smoker trying, they have a Charger trying to go for Rochelle. The back, it does land a charge. This tank is still playing sentry right at the top. It's saying, no, you are not getting on these pipes. You can go back the other way.
Yeah, I mean, the tank is pretty much making up for that original error in positioning, and the survivors are kind of giving him a lot of leeway right here. Brock's going to go in, going to get skeeted. Rochelle took the full end cap right there. They weren't able to get the multi-cap, but at this point, the survivors needed to just force the tank in, because he's down to, what, 4,000 HP. They're getting a good amount of damage on him, and they could run past him again here, theoretically, and I think they should, because the tank's just not stopping. And now this is what they need to do the first time as well. Tank is going to be forced in on the ones in the back, but he's already down to 3k HP, getting hit by those Uzis for the slowdown. Smoker pull is actually going to land on Ellis. That was a really, really long smoker pull. Tank does get a punch right here, but the survivors, it's going to be the same thing as map 1!
Whoa!
What?
Double boom. There's a Jockey and Smoker in waiting though. I mean, the Smoker's got his tongue up. The Jockey, I think, is already ready to pounce. They need to be careful here. They really need to be careful. They can complete the wipe of the Smoker. Oh, big great self-clear by Quinn B. And
wow.
The Jockey gets M2. Pokevon fighting her time, so she's ready to make her pounce again, but she's not got much health left on a Jockey. Only 75 HP. Hunter up now. Boomer up too. Jockey gets killed. Jockey went recommitted a little bit too soon.
I can't believe that.
Got this friend up. 3 survivors killing a tank in this area.
Honestly, it was the chip they got beforehand, and then the one survivor who got pulled was somebody with a shotgun. The other 2 survivors had Suzies in that water, and even though they were almost slow, they were able to just Uzi that tank to death. And now they're going to be able to push their way here again. And again, that was 2 surefire wipes that have not come out from the K9 Fighter Special Infected side.
Oh,
you have a Charger going in.
My God.
Oh my god!
That in cap on the Ellis.
Okay, well, they had the wipe there. Then they managed to pull it up right there with that double charge plus. Or was that a tri-charge? That was a tri-charge, wasn't it?
No, I think actually was it? It was definitely a double charge at the very least.
It was a
but
tri-charge, yeah,
tri-
that's what I thought. That charger hitting everyone right there. Nice job by Chosen, and that did stop them from making, again, at that point they need to stop them from making the save room because of what happened with that tank dying, but wow. This is gonna, that could have been a lot worse now. I mean, the capitalization is there for the K9 fighters off that.
Oh, indeed. Not only that, I mean, that charger, though, he spawned in almost plain sight practically. He was only just behind that unit, and he sort of came from a sort of telegraph position. So I'm kind of surprised that all three survivors ate that charge. I mean, I can understand one, but all three of them, my goodness. So that was a great charge. No discredit to the charger at all in that one. Great play.
Okay, let's see. The K9 fighters, they were able to get that safe from map 1. They had a couple issues last map, but if they can make it here, that will put them back in the lead. That tank is in a pretty interesting position. Obviously, the Suzis are what you want to use in that area, but they need to avoid the death charge, get through the field without taking a whole lot of damage. Let's see if they can do it. It's going to be a jockey, charger, smoker, and a boomer once again for the Daredevils on this first hit. Let's see if they elect to go as the fires are coming into the field, or maybe even before. Smoker going for a pull outside right here. Interesting call. Boomer's going to miss everything. I don't know about this, Dragon.
I think this is a mistake. Like, they should have saved the boomer at the very least. Probably the smoker and the jockey. It's like they want to do the same thing and try and get a survivor into the cave field early, but there's no early tank. You know, they're gonna risk. Oh, they do get a double cap though, and Charge is gonna fist it a couple of times and take Nick further back to the close sign. Oh, not bad
Could have been a lot
damage.
worse.
It's not bad damage. However, they need to be careful of their spawn order now and the rotation because they could risk missing out on a charger. They need to sort of try and keep things equal.
That could have been a lot worse coming out from the special infected, but that boomer wasn't able to land, obviously. They got an okay amount of damage from that, obviously almost 100 damage, but they did find some pills for the survivors to take, and they actually do not have the charger for this death charge opportunity now, so barring some kind of insane smoker death slap, hunter, pounce, skybox thing, we're not going to see a wipe here, I don't think, but the survivors are going to be probably in a much better position, just thanks to the fact the SI, as you said, didn't get their sack order correct.
Yeah, and this is, it's too late to be sacking the spinner now. They got Hunter, Jockey, Smoker. They would have been better off attacking at the stairs, honestly. But Hunter goes in, gets dead stopped. We got the Smoker getting clear. The Jockey's on his own, trying to vaulting over Nick's head and gets slowed down by the machete. Wow, huge advantage now for K9 Fires. This is exactly what they wanted. Now they're completely ready to fight this tank.
Yeah, and again, I would recommend them going like either at least 2 Suzis, maybe 3 to get that slowdown possibility, and that's exactly what they're doing. We're going to see the 3 Suzis set up right here to kill that tank in that water. Obviously, because there is water slowdown in Pro Mod, it's going to be interesting to see how the tank decides to play, if they try to go long or if they just go straight for that commit where the survivors aren't quite ready. But even with that slowdown on the survivors, like, that's still a pretty tough area to wipe in if you don't have the right amount of health, as we saw in the last chapter when 2 survivors with silenced Uzis killed that tank.
Oh, indeed, yeah. It's doable. Like, if a tank is unsure about his positioning and movement, or is unsure about the plan he's about to, or she is about to orchestrate, then it sometimes can result in things like that, where 2 survivors handle the tank. That was effortlessly. Boomer did get popped. We have a Hunter landing and a spit onto Ellis, and a Charger trying, but missing it. I think charged a little bit too early. Predicted it slightly wrong with the angle. But a little bit of damage, but still a formidable position for K9 Fires now. They can really come back here.
For the Witch Crown right here, Chosen going to get that crown nice and easy, and now we're going to see, as you mentioned, them pushing their way forward a little bit more, but we do have a pull going out in the back onto Ellis. It's going to get cleared very quickly. Jockey, a Boomer, and a Hunter for the rest of the hit. And the survivors can just take their sweet time right here. Jockey's going to come in from the back, going for a latch on to Nick or Ellis, not going to get it. Hunter going in, managing to land in the front, very quick clear coming out from the survivor side. That Smoker's going to get a repull, then does get shut down. So a nice hit handled right there by the K9 fighters, knowing their position and making the most out of it.
Yeah, they're taking it as it comes with each attack. They're not getting themselves too agitated. They're not making any risky or silly moves. No unnecessary pushing, any kind of rushing. This is exactly what they need to do. They need to be composed. Like, if they want to actually get back into this and reclaim the lead, how they're doing it right now is the way to do it. And now it really is all in the tank for Daredevils. Whoever the tank is, they've got to be absolutely resolute with their defense here and make sure that they do not get past.
Yeah, because any even one survivor making a decision with the amount of health that they've got would probably put Team Cannon Fighters in the lead. We have a hiccuping in here right now. Hunter laying in the front there, going to actually get a pretty good amount of damage. Jockey does get shut down. Spit goes down on top of that. Chosen taking a pretty good amount of damage. Charter going back in. That's going to be actually an in-cap out into Chosen.
Great fisting by Exo there to down Chosen. That knocks the wind out of the sails a little bit. Tank is up though, in the hands of Chi, who is their, I assume is their captain.
Mm-hmm. That would be accurate. So, how about we take this over right away to that special infected worm for this Chi tank that needs to do a good amount of work.
Yeah, get me a pull if you can. Ready?
Ready? Yeah. Fucking god.
Reloading. Hey, I'm reloading. I'm looking forward to getting back on that boat. Hey! Let's not all start
Nice.
shooting each other now.
Wait, don't go.
Okay.
Get a pawn Pokemon, will you? Please. Go in, Tim. Oh my god. Please get the boom. Get a
Nice.
pull fan. Again.
I'm trying. I don't
Alright,
have.
wait.
Okay, I have it now.
Pull. Get a pull.
Nice.
You guys go ahead and go. Oh, it's hit the rock.
Reload. All right. This is some crap.
Ammo. Get a boom, get a smoke for me. Good boom. I hit the tree. Nice boom. Go on, hunt.
Nice.
Can you get a pull for me? Nice.
Nice.
I'm on second phase though. I'll try and play a little bit longer so they bleed out. Go in, guys.
Quinn trying to get a boom right here. Tree. They're not. Wait, never mind. You can get a boom there. They move.
You gotta wait until. Oh my god.
Nice.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Gonna push me, Chosen.
Reload.
They just gonna go. You guys can go YOLO whenever.
Reload.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, from that special infected worm. That tank in the hands of Chi doing a great job demolishing the bonus right there. Lots of booms landing on the survivor side, dragging in more than a few rocks even that probably shouldn't have been.
Oh, plenty of booms, plenty of long distance rocks, you know, close quarter curve rocks across that brick wall. There was plenty of action going on with Cheese Tank, and she did actually pretty well to preserve it, although the way she tried to push forward initially and then took up about 2 KSO chip was quite questionable, I gotta say. But nevertheless, they still salvaged something out of it. Survivors are still up and alive though, and they're only like an attack or two at most, even reaching the save from.
This attack here could be pretty good. They have a hunter, jockey, and a spitter, but yeah, just building off what you said here, the survivors are still alive, which is good for them, but this is where the tri-charge landed. Here comes that jockey in the front, Magic landed, then we have Spin going down all over the survivors back here. That's a death onto Chosen and an in-cap onto Pokemon, making it almost to equidistant places in the map when the hits go in that at least kill somebody.
Indeed, and the jockeys are ready again for scratch and charge and try, but actually no one was there where he wanted to be, and that charger is actually going to have to go back and get despawned.
Another survivor dead, so the survivors are going to keep pushing their way through here. Less than 100 points separating them. Here comes the smoker pull on to Rob's, not going to get cleared.
Whoa.
And that's the wipe going out on to Team Canine Fighters, but 15:04 to 14:49 going into the fourth map, Dragon.
It's a close game, and this is exactly what we as impartial casters and all the spectators want to see. Like, close games, close scores, just like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost as close as you could possibly have. It less than 100 points is what you look for. And yeah, I think it's kind of where this tank spawns, number one. But then two, like, survivors have made a couple questionable decisions on almost every chapter so far, but whatever team's able to execute this one to their advantage is going to help. And of course it's the insta-tank. Why would it be anything else?
Oh my god. Okay. So we got a 21% tanking waiting. Clearly there's going to be cars flying. That's for sure. And we've yet to see who's tank. I think Pixie's got the tank for DareDevils, and let's see, we've already had a Pokemon tank, we've already had a Chosen tank, and no, sorry, we had a Robson Tool tank, wasn't it, on map 3?
So it's going to be Chosen.
Chosen's going to be the map 4 tank, right? So Chosen and Pixie, they're the ones, all the team's hopes rest on their shoulders.
Both the captains, as a matter of fact.
Adequate support, yeah, indeed, both the captains, so battle of the captains here.
Let's see what the Canine Fighters can do on SI here to take advantage of this. Boomer is going to get popped right away. That's good. We do have that Hunter going in the back. And nice speeded by Pixie. We have a pull going out with a charge. On top of that, getting a good amount of damage onto XO. As we mentioned, the tank is up in the hands of Chosen for the Canine Fighters. Let's take it over to a Canine Fighter Special Infected Worm and see how Chosen plays this tank.
Oh god, that car.
Babe. Your car is so stuck. Jump on top of it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get you a boom.
Let's see those meow booms.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Go, guys, hit.
Oh my.
Oh,
Nice.
that car is close, bro.
Seconds. Okay, one boom.
Fuck. I'm gonna go in.
Okay, saving. You got this.
Oh no.
Go, Charger.
You got it, you got it. Get that down, I guess.
Stay left. One more.
Good try.
We are back from that Canine Fighters Worm. That tank in the hands of Chosen. They almost got a smoker pull down to the street, but it got caught on the pipe on the roof. Of the one spot you could possibly stand behind Dragon, that's where they were.
Left 4 Dead, it's the game we all love, right?
I think Canine Fighters probably aren't too happy with it right now, just judging based on how that went, but lots of white potential there. Unfortunately, the tank was not able to land one of those cards, not even an in-cap going out. We did see a charger land for a little bit of separation, but I don't know exactly what the plan there could have been, but they are going to go in this hit right now. Jockey going down, charger, nothing landed. Again, that original plan of getting somebody pulled down the street almost worked at the end, but it was that one pipe that stopped it from being a reality.
Oh yeah, I think Chosen was just getting very frustrated with his tank play. Like he his cars were not ideally positioned as he was trying to work them in. I mean, normally you sort of want to place them like strategically to a sense where you've got a car ready for any sort of situation, whether you're trying to punt one over the roof or whether you're trying to, you know, hope for the smoker to sort of assist you and pull a survivor down off the roof. But he didn't really have the cars ready for that at all, and it kind of like messed up his plans. Hunter getting destroyed, Smoker getting clear as well, charging backwards through the map, going for that despawn extra quick. But they will save a charge spec combo, probably for the hit inside, I imagine, if they can get spawns in time. But there is, I think the witch has already been dealt with, is it? No, 67% actually later on. I think that's much later than 67%, but that's rather... It's a rather static spawn, I believe. It's one that always goes to that area despite the range of like 20 or 36%.
Charger going in from the back here, trying to punch the survivor who is going for the crown and actually does. That's going to be a spigot on top of that as well. Cheese Gap probably not taking in cap. I thought that was going to be the
narrowly avoids the in cap. My goodness, I thought she was going down for sure.
Yeah, that was really, really close right there, and that was a little bit of a punish again, which is going to get crowned by Chi right now. Everybody still has permanent HP, so this is going to be the best chapter so far from the Daredevils, in my opinion. They obviously made map 2, but this bonus is a lot better. Good for this position. It's going to put Team K9 Fighters on their back foot going into this next half a round. We do have that boom going and getting a single boom. 100 lands, nice 19 damage counts, and we do have that pull getting cleared before it lands on anything. Now that pull is going to go onto a boom survivor, getting a pretty good amount of damage, but still 2 survivors with permanent HP. They're going to reach the save for him.
Yeah, no one really notices Spitter just freely falling off the roof and going in for a scratch or two, but yeah, they are going to make the save for him with a bonus of 468.
Wow. That's really, really good for this scenario. Like, that's going to put them almost, that is going to put them over 1,000 points up on Team K9 Fighters going into that Survivor round that we have yet to see. But, you know, on top of that, since it was so close, we can see K9 Fighters pretty easily reciprocate that, I would say, on this Survivor round, but they need to shut down that tank.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, this is an impressive performance, actually, by the all-female team. They've had 1 or 2 shaky rounds, especially on maps 1 and 3. Almost lost it on map 2, but held it together. And, but map 4, I mean, well, they profited from the chaos there. There was quite some chaos with the tank play by Chosen and the K9 Fighters. And they came out the other end safe and clean. And they got the commanding lead. Now it's, I don't think I want to be in K9 Fighters' position right now. On the back foot, hard rain map 4, 1,000 points behind. Going to go really well or horribly wrong. And it, fuck, oh my god, I'm just back. We got Charger. Sorry, I lost the words there, but Charger completely fisting Nick at that truck there.
Wow, that's an in cap. Pixie has the tank right here. And that car is going to go in. Tank probably should just roll in on this, and that's what we're going to see. Car going out, not going to land. Nick is probably going to die just from the comment. On that first hit, that's what we see go out. Nice rock landing on it to Rochelle up top. Smoker gets a pull in the back. Dragon, this is looking like a wipe.
It's going to be like they're too separated. They can't really get the pickup on Chosen because the tank's in too strong a position to actually... That car lands on rods. Just looking increasingly more desperate for K9 Fighters. They literally...
I don't know. Physics were not on their side right there. Incredible wipe coming out from the Daredevils, getting this last car onto Coach right there. And that's the wipe. And now that 1,000-point delta, a little bit less than that, going to go into map 5 on the finale. The finale can be a comeback map, but wow, Dragon, that was really unfortunate. That separation on the first hit just not getting cleared.
Yeah, and the timing as well. Nick getting in cap at the same time the tank spawned. I mean, that was pretty simple like invitation there for Pixie's tank. She's obviously going to roll in with a car. No two ways about it. And actually, Pixie's job was pretty easy from there on. She didn't even have to go in for punches all the time. She could have just stayed on the roof. Well, she did for most of it. Yeah, I mean, Daredevils are suddenly turning up the wick all of a sudden. And they're actually getting the lead by about 900 points, so they pretty much got one hand on the match victory already here. They just need to keep it without going too crazy.
Finale.
They don't want to play for... Wow.
Well, I was going to say that Michael also mentioned in Twitch chat that XSpy taught him how to play Left 4 Dead 2 and then said he would never amount to anything.
Okay.
Oh, goodness gracious. So, yeah, not my call either, I mean. Yeah, I mean, Al gets the call on this one. That would be, you consider the point differential. I don't think they care about the point differential at this point. I think it was close, and then that map just like they don't want to play finale. Oh, we have another mutiny going on here.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this is fantastic, and by fantastic I mean not fantastic. Canine Fighters, I don't know if they're gonna be forced to or not, but I guess they're gonna have to. They're saying play finale, so.
What do the rules actually stipulate? Are there even any... Are they pretty much forced to play the finale or suffer a penalty for not playing it? Is that that's the real question?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Owl is encouraging them to because the point differential is something that goes into factoring in scores. So...
Maybe.
Yeah. That Boomer's gonna go in, we just see a pounce go out, 10 damage with a spit down on top of that. Plus, actually, that Hunter was holding Chi in that spit and took almost half her health.
My goodness. Yeah, Chi getting roasted there with the spit. Exo picking up a little bit of damage too. You making it out of the safe from somewhat in pretty good shape still. I think Chi there actually deliberately triggered the car alarm. Probably just want to make sure it doesn't come back to bite them in case they end up shooting one or two wayward bullets too many in the direction of the car, especially during the tank.
Yeah, just getting it out of the way, I'm pretty sure. Nice pop going out onto that Boomer right there. Hunter, Charger, and a Spitter for the next set of spawns coming in. Hunter bouncing from the front. Nice 12 damage pounce going out. Charge is not going to land, actually goes to the Godframe Survivor. That's going to be a split going down on top of that as well. But, again, they are playing finale. Again, it has that point differential. And the thing is, if they win with this first tank, they technically still could win.
It's still mathematically possible, just probability of it is unlikely considering that they got such a commanding lead. Plus, it seems like K9 Fighters, like, atmosphere and Mumble right now probably doesn't seem to be that great if Chosen's requesting to not play the finale.
We're going to find out that tank exactly how good their atmosphere is and or lack of it. But we're going to have that Boomer getting popped, Jockey, Spitter, and a Hunter going in. I mean, this Hunter's going to land. Spit didn't really go on almost anything. Quick clears going out. But obviously not wanting to play the finale is one thing, but again, if it impacts your point differential, and you have that idea too, where yeah, even if morale is bad, there's the question of, okay, you don't want to give up the game. That's the other important part. And the tank is up for Team Cannon Fighters in the hands of Pokemon. How about we go over to their Warm and see how they're doing?
Reloading.
Please, so I can cross. Thanks.
Good rock.
Hey, look out.
I'm just gonna commit the next one. If you can, boom. Lol, never mind. Good try. Go ahead and hit.
Ready?
Let's
Meow.
go. I got M2.
Nice try.
M2 again.
Try for the boom.
Put it all out there.
I'm gonna commit. Oh, what the fuck, homeboy? Alright. I'm not.
Got a hunter.
Please don't die.
Reloading.
Love. Okay, good luck. Help me. Coming. Okay. No.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, that there was a tank in the hands of Pokemon for K9 Fighters trying to play a rock tank on the far side building, but not really availing to anything, so she elected to push in with support, trying to get some separation. Pixie actually was separated for quite a bit and was being chased by 1 or 2 individual SI. We had 1 or 2 Kappas landing. Tank trying to punch, I believe it was either Nick or Ellis. I believe it was Ellis, probably. But,
Yeah.
So, yeah, as a result, she's completely lost all her perm health. Exo's also paid close to that state as well. But more importantly, DareDevils survive attack, and they are carrying this upward momentum they found in map 4. And the jockey and Charger combine to take Rochelle down. And the jockey is giving chase on the coach's back. We have a spitter spinning a puddle in the middle of nowhere, and does get destroyed as well. But yeah, I mean, all they have to do is wait now for the boat, and they've taken no in-cap so far in this finale yet either.
Yeah, and that's pretty impressive. I know the Al mentioned score differential as like a positive for the K9 Fighters to potentially like claw that back, but instead, I think the DareDevils might actually win by a little bit more than what they were from like the previous chapter, because like that tank wasn't shut down, but they managed to take no in-caps on it, so the damage they took really doesn't matter right now. They still have 2 survivors with high perm, and they should be able to make it really after this hit, because it's a Hunter, Spitter, or Smoker, and they just sacked the Boomer, so they should be able to do whatever they want right now.
Yeah, they should. Like, I wouldn't be waiting around if I was them. Still got 10 seconds to go before the next spawn. The Hunter goes in, Spitter tries. Harris has to go all the way around the Spit. This might give Pokemon a chance to do something, but against a jockey, there's no charger. They need to give Cheese some cover. She's going to make it on the boat, though. Wow.
Yeah, that's a really nice performance coming out from the DareDevils right here. Let's see what their final score is going to be. They could be breaching the upper levels of those 3,000s.
It's going to do it, yeah, easily.
Yeah, that's going to be 3,672 points. Over 2,000 points ahead of the K9 Fighters right now. And if the K9 Fighters wasn't that tank, that's going to be a pretty large differential. It's so weird because the game was so close coming into map 4.
Yeah, if you think about it, like, they had a shaky start on map 1 and we were on the back foot. But when they regained the lead back on map 2, so far the performance has been averaging about 800 points per map, which is quite an astonishing return for any team in the MavWar tournament, I think. So I'm quite impressed by DareDevils' performance there, and I think, you know, they've thoroughly earned the victory, which they have secured. It is now mathematically impossible for K9 Fighters to come back. And there's a bowman that gets popped for after landing one on Nick. Jockey's going on Rochelle. Hunter's landing on Ellis. So it's a double cap and spit on Ellis as well. Commiserations to K9 Fighters, and congratulations to DareDevils to the all-female team securing their first win of the tournament on round 4, match 4 I should say, of the MavWar tournament.
Yes, and I do believe this is going to be the conclusion of the first round, and the next round is going to start on May 18th. So mark that down on your calendars. That'll be the continuation of said tournament. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and a Boomer for the next hit from the DareDevils coming in. Let's see if they can land this too, because their SI has been pretty on point. Charger and Hunter coming both from the far side of the roof. Charger is going to whiff right there. We have that nice double cap landing, though, onto the 2 survivors down below. Charger's going to come in, imagine to get a lot of punches on the rocks. That's a lot of damage going out from that hit.
Incredible damage. There was so much separation. It looked like 1 or 2 of the survivors wanted to grab weapons, while the other 2 were keeping watch out for commons as well as SI, and it was just enough for the jockey and the charge to combine and get some serious damage on Rochelle.
Yeah, that's like I did the higher number than you ever expect to see from a hit like that if any kind of clear would have come out, but they didn't clear it. That's the real issue. Spitter, Boomer, Smoker, and a Hunter for the DareDevils coming in next. We have that Smoker landing that pull off the white truck right there. Boomer does get popped. Spitter and a Hunter still trying to get in here as that Smoker gets a repull. That is going to be another 2-cap lane. That Spitter didn't get picked. More damage coming out.
Indeed, yeah, this is a great SI play. Whatever it is they found in terms of momentum, I mean, DareDevils have just been riding it on and on ever since, map 3 and map 4. I just think K9 Fighters, at the same time, are just feeling so deflated right now. It's like you can tell they've given up by their attitude. Like, they didn't want to play finale. They just feel like now for the remainder of this match, they're just making up the numbers. And you can see that in the way they're just taking so much damage. They're not paying too much attention to where they're positioning themselves in regards to LOS and blocking spawns. Tank up, jockey riding, coach towards the car. As a boom on Ellis, Rochelle was avoiding spit on the roof.
Nice rock.
What a rock by Pixie.
Tank in the hands of Pixie right here. I would take it over to a final DareDevils worm as this tank is getting closer and closer to these survivors.
Let's go.
This car.
If you want to get out, come on. Oh god. Stay alive.
My gosh.
Just stay alive. Just stay alive. You have. Nah, never mind. You're probably dead.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, from that tank in the hands of Pixie. Nice clear coming out from Rob the Tool right there as well onto that Smoker. Lots of damage going on with Team K9 Fighters, though. Tank able to move around pretty well. Hunter's going to go in for a couple scratches right here, too, getting M2'd and killed off as the Fighters pick their teammates back up. But unfortunately, the K9 Fighters actually is going to increase the score disparity.
Yeah, I mean, they did actually well to survive that tank, because I honestly thought it was going to be a wipe the way things are going with the separation in the cars going where they were. But the jockey is tried to land on Rochelle, gets battered in the face. We do have a spitter up. We have a charger waiting as well. Paul, the coach, is still on the ground. Charger trying the longest misty charge. Getting a fist or two on Rochelle and maybe on coach. Oh, sorry, on Nick.
They are going to get Meow Meow up right before she dies, and everyone's going to be on their feet, but they only have a little bit more to go, I think, before the boat. They are going to take another hit or two, I'm pretty sure, but they're already going to start pushing their way out to the back. Boomer's going to spawn up there, gets a nice single boom out onto Rochelle by that proxy, and I think the Horde is not quite yet over, so they're going to have to take this next hit pretty carefully, but again, just trying to pretty much play it out for Hunter's sake at this point. Hunter's going to go in there, land onto Coach for a split second. Smoker's going to get a quick pull right there. Jockey's going to land on Coach's face as well. And that's almost another in-cap going out onto Pokemon, but not quite yet. Smoker is going to get tongue cleared once again.
Yeah. Just waiting for the boat. I just noticed the boat actually floats in from, like, the Neverness. Just, like, no water. Then it suddenly appears onto the water. Like, very slowly.
Virgil the talking boat. We have two in-caps going out right here. Charter's going to go in, melee down by Meow Meow right there. We do have a boom going out on that survivor who they are trying to pick up. Lots of clearing going out from Rochelle with that melee weapon again. That Boomer is going to climb over the fence, getting M2'd even more. There is still one survivor down on the dock, though. So they should be able to get there without a whole lot more incident, unless that's going to happen. We do see a skeet go out by Meow Meow again. Meow Meow doing the best that she can right here, not giving up, doing all that she can to get her team onto that boat. We're going to see a spit go down right now. Good amount of damage going onto that, but the survivor should be able to make it.
Yeah, I mean, they should do, actually. But, I mean, it tells me that the Smoker almost got a surprise pull there on Coach. Thankfully, then, though, it was clear. Was Charlie going to try at this kind of charge, but gets axed down by Chosen. There's only a boomer up and won't be able to do much from that range. Gets popped, actually. They are calling it GG though, and we should have to see what the final scores are. It'll be 3,672 for Daredevils to 2,138 for K9 Fighters. So we were looking there at 1,534 point gap overall. But a brilliant performance yet again by Daredevils. I think I will say though is that despite the score gap at the end, it was actually a closer game than what the scores suggest. Well, let's not forget that the points gaps map 2 and map 3 were almost nothing in it.
Yeah, for sure. That was a very close game going into map 4. Great game to see both teams playing right there on the hero side of the bracket. And as I mentioned before, one final note that the next game is going to kick off round 2 of the tournament on Wednesday, May 18th at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern, between the Overlords and Trump 2016. And also, for those in chat, you can go over to MavWar.com to vote for your most valuable player from the game that we just watched between the Daredevils and the K9 Fighters. Again, great game, very, very close, coming in. And yeah, I think every game has been extremely, like, even though that disparity was pretty large, all the games that have been played to completion so far have been extremely close. So that's what we love to see as spectators, we love to see as admins, and I definitely appreciate everybody for watching, Al for hosting, XBy for streaming, and you, Dragon, for co-casting with me tonight.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure as always, Rails. Thank you as well for joining me in due time. Obviously, you had to come back off of a double-header cast in the Bleed Out tournament, so courtesy you for joining in for a third cast in a row.
Oh yeah, man. That's how it works. I think that is going to be, yeah, probably the end of my casting for tonight. But it was really, really good to see that this game was especially worth the, you know, there's been so much effort put into this tournament in terms of balancing, in terms of stories, in terms of everything else like that. And it was really, really nice to see the games be as close as they are, because all that playing has been proven correct. And I think it's going to continue that way because every team's almost pretty much balanced, I would say, at this point. So I love it.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the viewers there for being more cordial than in the Bleed Out tournament cast, where it seemed like it really was an episode from Jerry Springer. So good
I
on
wasn't
you
watching
guys.
that.
Unfortunately, I had to.
Yeah, I was not watching that. So let's see right here. Anything else to note? That's pretty much it. I could read the. I'm going to read the K9 like story the next time around. So because of those fast ready ups, I think somebody had to go to some kind of event. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but that's why the ready ups were so fast. It was a miracle that we got a hard rain game done in like an hour and 15 minutes. But hey, if somebody has to go somewhere each time, I am going to like the fact that the ready ups are fast instead of me sitting there reading more stories. XBy, I will let you leave when I damn well please. Okay, fine, you can leave now. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.